The dense illusion of mind has been formed through years of habit. The habit is to constantly, unconsciously, automatically think about things and refer to things outside of yourself. Now all we need to counter this, all we need to, in a sense, become enlightened, is to simply insert a counter habit. The counter habit is to be really consistent with those little short moments of awareness where we break up the denseness of the chain of the continuity of the thinking mind. So simply stop thinking for 2 to 5 seconds, over and 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 over again. This may sound like a chore, but it's not. It's actually fun. It's actually immediately liberating. It's actually immediately rewarding. It is actually immediately shifting your sense of identity from I am this, or even I am, to simply I am free, or I awareness. I am the truth, beyond all objects, beyond all appearances. So what you want to do is you want to habituate awareness, moments of awareness, just like you've habituated moments of denseness of thought, of unconscious thinking. Now you want to habituate the clear, restful space of awareness itself. So develop the habit and the insistence, the commitment, the dedication to actually apply those moments of crystal clear, pure awareness, and make every moment even purer, even clearer than the previous one. Simply by being really sincere about that moment, really wanting that moment. I've noticed in my own experience that the more that I desire a moment of absolute clarity, the more absolutely clear that moment becomes. And the more grounding and convincing that moment of clarity, that moment of awareness becomes. The more I can utilize that experience, and it will propel me into everyday life with a sense of clarity that maintains itself even throughout the thinking mind. So we want those really brief but really profound and sincere moments of stopping all thought, or at least becoming really clear of the space of mind itself rather than the contents of mind, the illusion, the denseness of the thinking mind. So again, break that chain over and over and over again for 2 to 5 seconds and be really consistent with this. Just for the rest of your life, basically, but at least for the entirety of this course, in addition to all the other homework that I'm giving you per lesson, always at least 12 times per day, take a really sincere moment of 2 to 5 seconds. When you do this, you will start to feel the denseness of your illusory mental chatter break apart. The sun will shine through. The sun that is awareness, the freedom that is awareness, the effortless ease, the inescapable ease of being, of awareness, will shine through everyday experiences. And you'll become more comfortable with yourself. You'll become more comfortable with yourself around other people. You'll become more comfortable around yourself, with yourself during times of great distress and believing that there needs to be a certain outcome. All these things start to relax. All these perceptions that cause you stress because of the seeming continuity, the seeming denseness of mind start to break apart. And again, when the continuity is broken up, the illusions that are projected can no longer seem real. Let's say you're sitting in a movie theater and suddenly the movie, you're 1 hour into the movie and you're completely on the edge of your seat. You're completely absorbed into the story. But suddenly the projector light stops for 2 seconds. Boom. You're snapped out of the story, out of the movie. And now the movie starts playing again. But there's a slight difference from before those 2 seconds of the movie not working, not being projected onto the screen. The difference is that now you know you're watching a movie. Now you remember that the screen is there, regardless of the images that are projected onto it. Similarly, in everyday life, you stop taking your own stories very seriously. Your thoughts and emotions no longer seem as real because the continuity has disappeared. So you don't have to remove all your stories. You don't have to stop thinking altogether forever. You don't need to control your mind in any way. All you wish to do is to interrupt, just tease, just interrupt that seeming continuity of the denseness of mind, of the thinking mind. And then it will all fall apart for you, effortlessly. The illusion of it will be shown, and it will no longer seem real. And then you can't believe in your trouble and your drama as much anymore as you could before, because now you know it's fake. Now you know it's self-projected. Now you know it's an illusion. And when you know it's an illusion, you can even have fun with it while you are always clear of the fact that you are transcendently free awareness, untouched, unaffected by the changing forms of the story, of the movie, of the illusion. This is all established very effortlessly by interrupting the continuity of thought for 2 to 5 seconds many times a day. So your homework for today's lesson is to at least study this lesson 2 more times before you proceed with the next lesson. So either listen to the audio, watch this video again, and or read the text, or a combination of these. Number 2 of your homework is to sit down at least twice before your next lesson for 30-minute section each, a 30-minute period each, where you consistently notice the denseness of mind, the denseness of thought, of perception, and you repeatedly, consistently bring yourself back to penetrating that veil with a moment of absolute, sincere clarity regarding I am awareness. I'm not this thought. I'm not that thought. Just break through the illusion of thought and into the clarity of now awareness. 2 to 5 seconds at a time, over and over and over and over again for about a 30-minute period. And notice how with every moment, the illusion of the denseness of mind starts to thin out, and existential relief starts to become self-evident, starts to become obvious, starts to become natural. This real, true existential relief starts coming forth. It's the relief you feel when you notice that the things you were stressed about are nothing but illusory projections, and that who you truly are is always already effortlessly here. You can rest in it, you can abide as it, and you don't need to worry about the coming and going of experiences, because you are timeless, you are eternal, you are changelessly free awareness, no matter what happens. So do this twice, at least twice, or as often as you would like and feel comfortable with, before you open your next lesson. And after each sitting, write down a few paragraphs where you state all the things that you noticed, the things that stood out to you, the differences in your experience, the shifts in attention, etc. Your realizations, write them down. Again, sort of as a diary. And then just simply continue. This is number 3 of your homework. Simply continue to rest as awareness, clearly, vividly so, for 2 to 5 seconds. At least 25 times a day before you open up your next lesson. And like I said, continue this throughout the entirety of this course at least 12 times a day, regardless of the other homework that the other lessons will give you. Have fun. Become enlightened. Become clear on who you already are. Rest as your timeless self. It's fun. It's really enjoyable. Try it out.